How you doing? So I just became Paragon in my realistic new account challenge. Just keep in mind this is also a free to play. So I'm just gonna give you guys the top 10 best champions to use for beginners or even average players to help you progress in the game. So let's take a look at them. So keep in mind when it comes to these champions, they're pretty much gonna be your standard 5-hit combo. Some of them, even though they require more than your standard 5-hit combo, they made the list because they're just that good. So coming number 10 on the list is Cosmic Ghost Rider. So when it comes to the champions, you're not going to be able to see them, but as you can see, their name is listed on the top. When it comes to Cosmic Ghost Rider, to maximize his damage, you do have to know how to use him, but even with your standard 5-hit combo, he can get pretty far, but you just gotta make sure know how to switch your combos from medium light medium to medium light. So that's pretty much it. That's not going to be like the optimal way to use them if you want to maximize his damage, but for beginners that is going to help you progress in the game because he does a lot of damage. So number 9 on the list is Corvus Glaive. When it comes to Corvus Glaive, he's pretty much your standard 5-hit combo. You might want to do medium once in a while if you're running out of charges, but once you get persistent charge, even just one, also depending on the rank of your champion, he can get really far in the game. He's also good for incursion. So let's go with number 8 on the list. Number 8 on the list is Hulkling. Hulkling, I would say, is, when it comes to Hulkling, he could definitely be higher on this list. A lot of people might agree with that, that he would be higher on this list. He's pretty easy to use. I think you can get pretty far with your standard 5-hit combo. You do often have to hit the opponent on the block, so keep that in mind. But other than that, he's not super hard to use. He has quite a lot of utilities that can help you. He's immune to poison, shock, as well as power drain, power steal, and power burn. He also has regen and indestructibility if you get hit. So he can come pretty, sustainability can be pretty good with Hulkling. I think he's pretty beginner friendly as well. And number 7, what was that? That was number 7, right? Yeah, that was number 7. Number 6 on the list. This guy carried me from my newest account, Reno XP Fitness. I really like using him. You pretty much just use your standard 5-hit combo. You can get pretty far with Hulk Immortal. I think he's kind of like, pretty much similar to Hercules. When it comes to his mortality, but not quite as good as Hercules' immortality. But he is immune to poison, and he's just really good. Like unlike Hercules, when it comes to, he might not be as good as Hercules when it comes to his immortality, but Mystic champions cannot counter him. Like they cannot nullify his buffs, and they cannot take away his immortality. That's why it's so good, and he carried my newest account to Cavalier. So number 6 on the list. So number 6 on the list is Angela. Angela is, depending on how far you go in incursion, she is the best option for incursion. There's no question about it. She's also good for questing. She's pretty much as easy as it gets when it comes to this champion. You just do your standard 5-hit combo. She has ability to regen as well. Her armor up is pretty strong. She can be really tanky, and keep in mind you really want her to be awakened because she can become immune to damaging debuff over time. Pretty much any damaging debuff over time as long as you have her awakened, preferably at max sig. You want her that also will become nullify immune as well as counter auto block champions. So he's number 6 on the list. Did I mention she's great for incursion? Okay, so let's go with number 5 on the list. So number 5 on the list is Juggernaut. He's my new 6-star rank 5. This champion, it's pretty much as well as your standard 5-hit combo. You can't really go wrong with this guy. He hits really hard. He because he goes unstoppable. I he's just so good. He has a lot of damage. Your standard 5-hit combo for questing, you can get really far with this guy. So that's pretty much really it. Uh, let's go with number 4 on the list. Number 4 on the list is Hulk. Hulk is one of those champions are pretty much your standard 5-hit combo. Um, you pretty much can stun lock opponent, but depending on your masteries as well, though, you want to kind of mix it up a little bit. Instead of throwing a 5-hit combo, you might need to throw in like a 4-hit combo, so you can get another combo in there. But really, pretty much for most part, when it comes to Hulk, he's your standard 5-hit combo. If you can stun opponent, he can pretty much, you know, keep spamming your SP1. And a lot of time, of course, this will depend on the rank of your Hulk. You can just take down opponent with just one SP1 and stun them, and then SP1, stun them, SP1, and the fight is over. Really, pretty much it when it comes to Hulk. Nothing too hard to be able to use. That's why he's number 4 on the list. When it comes to the top 3 on the list, it really can what do you call this? It can go either way for when it comes to the top 3 in the list. So I'm just gonna go with this order. So number 3 on the list is Diablo. Diablo is pretty much your standard 5-hit combo, pretty much. Uh, he's super tanky. I think I made this video of can I complete Act 7 using only 6-star Diablo, and I did that. And keep in mind, there's also a 7-star Diablo. Also, when it comes to ranks, I really think he would have been number 1 or number 2 on this list if we're going by ranks. Because there are 7-star rank 4s in the game. We could have a 7-star rank 4 Sig 200 Diablo anytime soon, or anybody, maybe somebody has, but I'm just going by not by the 7 stars. I'm going by the champions. I'm not going by ranks, because number 1 on this list is actually not a 7-star. He's only a 6-star. I'm just gonna give you guys a hint. He's not available as a 7-star. He's only a 6-star, and he is cosmic. So guys, I mean, that's pretty good clue. He's cosmic. He's only available as a 6-star. I wonder if you guys can guess who it is. So let me know in the comment section before I tell you guys number 1. Let me know. So I'm like I said, if we're going by ranks, Diablo could be number 1 or number 2 on this list, but I'm just going by the champion. I'm not going by ranks, especially these are for beginners. You don't expect them to have a 7-star rank 4 Sig 200 Diablo anytime soon. So what else? Yeah, he's just super tanky. This guy, even a 6-star rank 3 was able to can auto fight Realm of Legends. I mean, that's how tanky this guy is. Super easy to use. I mean, I've soloed. The only solos I have in Abyss was with Diablo. So he's just that good. Okay, and I also completed Act 7 just using 6-star Diablo in this account. So he's really that good. And number 2 on the list. So number 2 on the list is Mr. Sinister. This guy is a monster. Unbelievable. In my, as you see that Paragon Reno XP Gaming, he pretty much carried me to Act 7. And keep in mind, this is the nerf version. If we're not talking about the nerf version, I would think he would be number 1 on this list. The reason why I'm saying he's the nerf version is because when it comes to his science regeneration rate, it's not working. So Kabam said they could take it away and be replaced with something else. But really, when you think about it in a positive way, in an optimistic way, like you can say the glass is half full. So in the future, he could only get better. and he's also available as a 7-star, so he definitely could make number one on this list since he's available as a 7-star. But this guy just carried me to Act 7. His you definitely want to have willpower with him, because willpower just so powerful for this guy. uh, I don't know else what to say. He's great for questing because, as you can see, when you win fights, he just gets stronger. But I know for sure when it comes to at least his science regeneration rate, it doesn't work. So it's unfortunate. That's why I think he's only number 2 on the list. I think if it was working, I could definitely see him as number 1, and definitely as a 7-star, I would say he is number 1 when it comes to best champions for beginners and even average players. He's also available as a 7-star, super easy to use. You might want to, you do kind of not your standard 5-hit combo. You do want to do throw your heavy mostly, throw your heavy attack, hold heavy attack, and throw your heavy, and then throw your special one. And that's pretty much it with this guy for most fights. If you're against robots, you definitely don't want to avoid throwing your special one. You want to try to throw your special two. But if you're against robot, probably better to use somebody else for that champion. So number 1 on this list. Who do you guys think number 1 is? Let me just give you guys a hint. He is Cosmic. He's also dupe in my account. He is also, I have him as a 6-star. I have him as a 6-star. He's also duped. Okay. He's Cosmic, and he's not available as a 7-star. Can you guys guess who it is? Okay, let me just give you guys a hint. He's either rank 1 or rank 5. And he's dupe. So can you guys guess who it is? He's rank 1 or rank 5. You still don't know? Alright, let me give you guys another hint. He's dupe. He's obviously a 6-star. He's either rank 1 or rank 5. And his first name starts with a G or an H. Who do you think the best champion for beginners are? It's, of course, seems obvious. It's Groot. Groot, the best champion in the game, without a doubt. This guy is so good. That's why he's only at rank 1 at SIG 40. That's how good this guy is. You don't even need to rank him up. This guy should be forbidden in the game. I don't know why this guy exists in the game. He's so bad for the game. So that's why he's supposed to be number 1, but let's just not because he's just so bad for the game, we're not going to include him on the list. So who else number 1? And it's Hercules. Hercules is number 1 on the list. This guy is just so good. He's not the easiest champion to use, but at the same time, you don't have to be the best player in the world to use him. You do want to, if you could pretty much get by with standard 5-hit combo, especially when you have 12 charges with this guy. But once in a while, you definitely want to throw a heavy attack, and if you can intersect opponent, that will really maximize his damage. And you have to be able to know how to intersect with your special attack as well to maximize his damage. But like I said, even if you just do your standard 5-hit combo and once in a while throw a heavy attack, he can get pretty far in the game. I did a series where I completed Act 6 only using 5-star Hercules in my free-to-play account, so I'm hoping to get him in one of my free-to-play accounts so I can as a 6-star, so I can do Act 7. If I can complete Act 7 or even Act 8 only using 6-star Hercules. So this guy is just so good, especially when it comes to his immortality. You definitely want him awakened, probably at max sig. His immortality can get you really far, and without a doubt, when it comes to your 20% revive, he's the best option for it, because you throw a 20% revive at max sig, it can get really far. Especially if you have him synergized, as well as you can boost him up. He can get pretty far. He's also better with damage mastery, but as a new player, you probably don't not gonna run damage mastery, but just he's great for incursion as well. I don't know what else to say. He's damage mastery friendly, so yeah, that's why he's number 1 on the list. Thank you.